A very good afternoon to all of you. Today we shall take a topic from our grammar syllabus. The topic is subject verb concord. Subject verb concord means subject verb agreement. Concord means agreement. So be attentive and learn how you have to do the subject verb agreement. When we make a sentence, we tell something about a person or a thing. When I am talking about subject and verb, the subject may be a person or a thing. When we make a sentence, we tell something about a person or a thing. The part that refers to a person or thing is called the subject, and the part which gives us information about the subject is called the predicate of the sentence. So a sentence can be a singular one, plural or uncountable. When we say singular, a book, a pen, plural, men, women, leaves. These are the plural words. Uncountable, you can give the example, sugar, furniture. The subject and verb must agree. They must agree. If the subject is singular, the verb should also be singular. If subject is singular, you have to use the verb also singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should also be plural. I may tell you, by adding s or es to a noun makes the noun plural. When I add, the word is book, and I add s, here I have made the thing plural. Book, books. You can take any, for example, I have used the word adding s or es. Suppose the word is mango. Here I am adding es. Mangoes. Adding s and es has made the things plural. Likewise, when we add s or es to a verb, it makes the verb singular. For example, I am taking the verb here. Verb is walk, walks. It has become singular. She walks. She is singular, and I am using the singular verb she walks. Likewise, adding es also to a verb makes it singular. I take the verb go. The verb is go. If I have to use it with the third person singular number he, she, it, then I have to make it singular. Goes. Now goes is singular. Walks is singular. He goes. If I have to use the word they is plural, I will write walk. They go, they walk. But if I am taking the singular, this is a singular form of the verb. She walks, he goes. Be particular about it. Then the verb always agrees with the subject in number and person. That you have to keep in mind. Number 2, the words that look plural, seemingly they look plural, they end in s, but they are in fact singular nouns, you can give the example of subjects, diseases, sports. For example, if we take the case of subjects, you can give the example economics, statistics, physics. All these subjects are ending with S, but they are singular. Then take the diseases, mumps, measles, ending with S, but they are the name of a single disease, they are singulars. Then sports, you can take cards, aerobics, they are ending with S, but they are singular. The next thing which you have to keep in mind, that is the words such as audience, crowd, group, family, they take a singular or a plural verb. They take a singular or a plural verb depending on the sense of a sentence, whether these words are giving the sense of singular or the plural. But it is always safe to use the plural verbs with them, but you can write according to the sense given in the sentence. Then next, nouns plural in form but singular in meaning take a plural form. For example, scissors, tongs, goggles, jeans, trousers. So here remember, plural in form, seemingly they are plural but singular in meaning, so all these take the plural form, take a plural form for them. Next, everybody, somebody, nobody, anybody, anyone and each take a singular verb. When two subjects, or you can say when two nouns are joined and they require a plural verb. For example, you can give the example, the cow and the goat are grazing, and has used as a connecting word the cow and the goat. Two are here, so plural verb we have used, the cow and the goat are grazing. Next, we use a singular verb if two subjects, or you can say two nouns, are separated and refer to the same person or the things. For example, dal and rice is my grandfather's favorite. Now the person is one here, grandfather. For him, what is favorite? Dal and rice. So here we have used a singular verb, that is. Another example I am giving, Mr. Sohan, my friend and philosopher, sits next to me. Here I am talking about the same person. I am not talking about two different persons. If I am talking about two different persons, so we have to use a plural verb. But if I am talking about the single person, the same Sohan is my friend, one thing, and he is also a philosopher. So what we have? Sits. Sits, I have used a single verb here, sits next to me. If subjects are joined by or, nor, either, neither, the verb agrees with the subject. We have to see if subject is singular or the plural. Neither he nor his friends was there. Neither he, ना तो वो, nor his friends, ना उसका friend, was there. Use a single verb. Either the boy or his sister, या तो लड़का or his sister या उसकी बहन, have broken the trail. out of 2, 1 has done this work. So either the boy or his sisters have broken the, here the word is sisters. The sister is not single, sisters, plural, have broken the tray. He or his friends. Again, he or his friend. I am using he or his friends. Friends is the plural. Friend. If it's singular friend, then I can use a singular verb. But now I am using friends. It's plural. So our plural word we have to use in present. He or his friends are to be blamed. Next, the title of a book, play, story, or a musical composition, even though they are in plural. If the name of a book, the name of an epic, name of a musical composition, maybe it's a plural, takes a singular verb because they are representing one thing. Next, words are phrases expressing period of time, duration of time, fractions, weights, measurements, and amount of money are considered as singular and take a singular verb. Keep in mind, all the weights, all the money measurements, they take the singular verbs. When a plural noun comes between a singular subject and its verb, the verb agrees with the subject and not with the nearest plural. I am giving here you an example. Each of the watermelons is sweet. Each of the, pratek, har ek of the watermelons is sweet. I am talking about singular. So the singular verb is used here. Each one of our group is enthusiastic. Each one. Again, I am talking about each one. So singular verb is taken. Neither of the men, not man, men, men, plural. Man is singular. Man is plural. Neither of the men was busy. So these were the main tips to keep in mind while you are expressing your views, you are writing something, you have to be particular about the subject-verb agreement. As far as your paper pattern is concerned, I have already told you that in grammar section there will be 10 MCQs. Integrated exercises will be there, but today I have given you lesson on the topic subject-verb agreement. That's why while doing this homework, you have to keep in mind only the subject-verb agreement. In your examination, the exercise will be integrated. There may be the error of the determiners. There may be the error of tense. There may be the error of any other models. So keep all these points in your mind, and today the work is related with your subject. Correct the following. What you have to do? From these sentences, you have to find the error and you have to remove that error. You have to correct that. First sentence is, there are no teacher, no student, no peon in the school. Sentence number 2, each of these boys were awarded a prize. Sentence number 3, in America, 20% of the working women is unmarried. Sentence number 4, measles are a contagious disease. Sentence number 5, 20 miles are a long distance to walk. Sentence number 6, neither he nor his friend has come. So these are the 6 sentences. Find error and do the corrections. That is all for you. That is all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.